lakad matatot!
Normally. And Kits has a very nice lane. It's TA versus Puck. It's classic. It's, you know, your TI3 matchup where Kits should walk away with that lane.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Can Samson get himself away? They need 1 or 2 more right clicks, but look at Velhor. That is a very well-timed and placed impale, and Demon doesn't care. Keeps on pushing. Borg gets 1 hit in there to help, and there's going to be your first blood.
Yeah, just got level 2 with the creep blade pushing in and caught Samson too far up in the wave. Any further back and that kill doesn't happen. He gets underneath tower protection, but just a little bit too close, as well as Belhur just trying to make sure that his small camp was open, even though there looks like there's a little bit of revenge up top, but also Wildcard unblocking his small camp. He has to unblock the large camp instead, but without any pulls, this lane actually looks really easy for Sunlight. They kind of need to get that small camp open, as bottom lane, easy kill on Velhor, board up, can't do much.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to get caught. Tried with the Carapace. It bought him a little bit of time, but not enough to live. And 2 kills for Ravens on the board here. In the meantime, up top, stun onto Sunlight. Secondary stun comes through. Parker, though, does not have a lot of health. Trying to dance his way through the trees. He's not going to be able to win that fight, though. That's twice now. Parker's been taken down, just getting either forced into or committing himself for fights that he's really not prepared for yet. As speaking of fights you're not...
But Kits is also at that point on TA where he can just farm if he needs to. PP also needs some sentries in the mid lane. These traps make it almost impossible for anybody else to come towards mid, so he's not really finding an aggressive play. But look at back bottom. There, he's got the Hod creep, but here comes Sunlight. He's trying to help out Samson, but I think they're gonna lose the Drow. Do they get Benjaz, though? He's so tanky. And the creep is still tanking the tier 1 tower. Oh, this is so annoying.
Yeah, and Benjaz just walks his way out of there, and Sunlight's got to kind of be careful.
Oh, Demon.
Yeah, there's the bushwhack. Demon, okay. I think Demon thought, and I thought, that Benjaz was going to provide a little bit more assistance, but now PP comes in. Did not hit that coil onto Sunlight, though. He's just barely out of range, so I don't know if they want to keep chasing this. Kara's making his way over, so there will be an extra stun in the mix, but Kara pushes his way forward. They don't want Velhor, though. They really do want to catch Sunlight. They'll take what stun they can find, however, but they're a little bit split at the moment, and Sunlight hits 6, pops the Unleash. Samson, in the meantime, gets caught out in the top lane. Parker is able to win that fight up against him. We're keeping it bot here because Velhor got a big stun onto 2. Kara's going to get taken down. Ben just fell moments earlier. And somehow that kind of works for Wildcard. Of course, they lost their Drow Ranger top, but in terms of the fight, bot by it should be just fine. The question is, what does this wraparound get done? PP's got Dream Coil back up, so they would love to bait someone in, and Velhor, well, can he get this kill all by himself? Not by himself, but oh, Sunlight, he doesn't actually connect. He tried to rebound in, but the rebound gets caught and interrupted by a very well-timed bushwhack. I don't think Demon even realized that's what Sunlight's play was, but it works perfectly.
No, super clean, super... It's where he really is the best first disable for his team. He's being real annoying, and, well, Parker, you're here real far up, and Samson randomly shows up, but I'm amazed that they're hitting this tier 2. It feels very random, but okay, I guess they're committing.
Coil and Roar onto Samson, blow him up pretty quickly, and then they stun the TPing Flea. He tries to TP into the fight, and I suppose technically he's successful, but he ends up dying, and now Velhor, what are you doing? Is he going to be able to get...
Going for the BKB now, he has a lot of damage, and Benjaz is walking right into it.
Oh, trying to sidestep there. I think he realized the rebound was coming, but not able to actually get away, and now Kara just died for a bounty rune, basically. Okay. Bit of a suicidal play there, but at least he's able to get the money into his teammates' hands, but that plate by itself would have been just fine for Kara to go down there, but if you kind of slot it in next to Benjaz getting picked off, it becomes a little bit less valuable.
Yeah. The only thing the Wildcard need to be worried about now is just turning some of these pickoffs into Roche, and then they're happy, really, in truth, as, Samson, he's got a friend, though. Belhor is here, and that's enough damage for them to get the puck, but is it enough for him to walk out of here? Because Samson, they know his TP's broken. Parker's a little bit scared to commit, and the cooldowns are coming back up. Belhor's got to impale in 3 seconds here, but do they walk out of this one? I don't know, and Samson, well, the Drow game continues to suffer. But look at Roche.
Yeah. Sneak their way into the Roche pit while everyone's distracted.
Back over to that carry roll. Just give him the worst lane. He'll recover. It'll be fine. He's going to build himself up slowly but surely. Be really defensive along the way. Look at mid. Big team fight.
Can they bring down Kits? Sharpshooter is being channeled, and it does hit, but they need more damage. Oh, okay. Some of the Overlord creep gets in there. But now Sunlight's going to jump in. They're looking to regroup on the second life. That's a very nice bushwhack, and it follows the roar. Or the roar follows it. But Kits is still not dead. They need to be able to take him down, but there's the right clicks from Parker. Able to clean up, and Samson now on the run. Silenced up. No gust for 8. He is getting away for the moment. Can Parker just hit him with the LSA, though? Yeah. Samson turns around, thinking he has a moment to dish out.
Cannot control him. Despite not having the BKB, the fight's just a little bit too wide open. It's also where Ravens, very wisely in the nighttime, just place this Ob Sentry. They see everything. They give Parker pretty much free range over the fight, and then they walk away with it. And this is all before Parker finishes off that one big item. So AC, I think, coming out on the courier, he's only going to become a more annoying Lina. And, well, there we go.
Him. Parker, really just holding his ground quite nicely, but he goes on Sunlight, so Kits was just free to do damage. Now the supports, can they get themselves out of here? Trap's going to slow Kara down. Belhor comes in for the stun. Demon bought a little bit of time with the bushwhack, but not enough. And a stolen Dream Coil out from Flea is going to lock Demon down, and Kits gets all 3 of those kills, so... well, heroes if that happens.
This is their double BKB timing, though. Finished up on the TA and the Marcy. They want a long team fight. One where they probably start on the Lina. Don't let her go wild here as PP. Okay. There you go. Found their pick, but they need to cleanly get out here, and they can't get sandwiched here from the Beastmaster, even though I think they clicked on Sunlight. I think they know that this is their big timing. Parker kind of on the run here, but he's farming while he's running, and I don't know if this is going to work. They're killing Samson on the other side, but if they lose Parker, it's not really going to matter.
Oh, Therapist stun comes through. Belhor follows it up with the Impale. Do they have enough damage? Well, if they have a stolen bushwhack, that's certainly going to help, and Parker just doesn't get to play. He's going to do some damage, but not nearly enough, and catch up to him. Well, he can, but he's also going to get pretty close to Kits, so this is a pretty risky play. They're going to decide against going all in for it, but in the river, they do catch the 2 supports. Velior and Flea are both dead almost instantly. That doesn't help them get onto Samson any ET, but now they have pretty much complete control of the Roche pit, which will be coming back. Not actually going to go down yet.
No, still hanging around. Keep the creep alive to keep those stacks alive as well. Really funny as Velior.
Okay, Sunlight pushes in. Benjaz is dropping a little bit low here, but he does have the roar, and he immediately deploys it the second he can. Sunlight's dead. PP, though, does get picked off, so it does turn into a little bit of a trade-off here. But will that be enough? Ravens, well, they're still pushing forward. They've still got Aegis. Not willing to overcommit. Parker's just going to hit from the low ground. Samson, though, just got hit by the bushwhack. Stun from Kara is there, but the Force Staff gets him all the way back in as Velior... okay. Only 3 points up in the mana burn, but it's enough to take out the first life. Not exactly the way Parker saw that one going down, and now if your Ravens roar, they've got bushwhack. Sure, you've got to work through some BKBs here, but Samson doesn't have a BKB. They are all in onto him, and these Hawks are just getting them so much vision. Dream Coil now deployed onto 2. BKB forced out of Kits, as he is going to leave his teammate to die. Flea, well, sorry about it, but you are going to have to be sacrificed.
Yeah, and they're pushing in, and
they got another
Kits.
one. Now he has no BKB. He's got to fall back. Flea is going to buy back into the game, but it's not in time. Kits is already dead. Velior, points for the effort, but also too late. But now Sunlight makes his move, popping the BKB, but the physical damage, Parker just says, cool, free kill, thanks. That was not entirely thought out by Sunlight.
Yeah, and well, there's your
I
glyph.
think his teammates are, yeah, gonna get his attention, redirect him down bot. They will look for the full set of megas. Flea and Velior are gonna give it a try. They do push in. They got the stun on the one, but they need more damage. Samson on the back line was trying to go for PP there, I suppose, but instead he gets caught in the Dream Coil, and even if he gets this kill, it's not going to be enough. He does get it at least, but yeah, now they have to defend. Buyback coming through. Samson rejoining the supports. Or one support and Sunlight, but Sunlight? Couldn't get the dispose there as Parker was able to activate his BKB. Now looks to TP away. He'll make it out. Kara, not so much. Yeah, Sunlight finally has a dispose target, and the ranged Rax is still standing, ET. Probably Ravens are pushing bot, but Kara's going to act as the early alarm. Spots out several heroes on him. He is going to die for this, or... oh, maybe he's not. There we go. Does get taken down. The Roar, though, was deployed onto Samson, but where's the rest of the lineup? Parker... well, he went for the megas. Slightly understandable, but does mean that the rest of the lineup took a fight that... I'm not really sure, ET, if the thought process was Benjaz will push in and be a distraction, or if they thought it was going to be a fight and it wasn't, as Parker... okay. Parker's able to find himself a kill.
Oh, he can't BKB now.
Oh, he has no mana. Now he does. Okay. BKB activated. Sunlight will lose the fight. Kits may lose the fight as well. He is in some serious danger here. Oh my god. They finally bring him down, ET, but PP is in there to try and close the deal. Kits dangerously low on HP. PP goes in, gets the kill. Velior. The stun is there, but it's a little bit too late. There's a buyback on the TA, though, so if they need Kits, and yeah, they need Kits, he's going to buy back. They're going to get in onto Demon is what I was going to say, but he is scurrying himself out of here, but he doesn't have TP for 40, and he's going to get caught, but oh, the resource is now so unbelievably low. They're dealing with...
he is getting closer to the pit. Kara does place the sentry, though, and now got to be careful. Got to make sure not to give up his life, even though...
there's the coil. Nice Carapace to stun up 3, but... yeah, he's still dying. No real way out of that one, but if Wildcard didn't at least suspect that Roche was happening, now they know for sure that it's going down, but now... well, now if you're Ravens, you gotta deliver. You can't really blow it now. So let's see what they can do. Tier 4 towers getting hit up. Gonna lose both of them. Hits. Gonna get caught by the Roar. Parker pops the BKB and marches in. Sunlight, though, steps in front, so he will go down first. No buyback available. But at this point, it really doesn't matter. Kits is back to the fountain. That's great, but the Ancient's been exposed. It's dropping down rapidly. Samson's gonna die. And Ravens take the win, ET. Well, they didn't need Aegis in the end.
Mid laner either, so if Ravens start to struggle in any of their lanes, it's not like PP is really going to be able to help out too much. It's where it's more...
this game, and then some of the results tomorrow is Demon. Well, this is an interesting play. He went for the trample trying to cut down the tree line, which under normal circumstances would have been a solid move, except for the fact that Wildcard were waiting for that exact maneuver, and they punish him with 4 here. Gonna look to heal himself back up and see if there's any sort of opening in the future, although could also play it cool, wait till he hits that 2nd level, and then give it a go, because that would certainly make things a lot easier for them to pull off, as over in the other lane, Sunlight and Flea, they jump in there, and they don't even have the Inkswell. That's just the slow into Snowball and a shard.
Nice harass, and okay, Sunlight. Interesting play.
Alright. I mean, everybody walks away, I guess. Got a little bit funky in the meantime. Back up top, Benjaz and Demon. Trying to hunt on to Velior. Do they have the damage to finish the job? Yes, they do. Demon gets the final hit, and Morphling did have his waveform back up, so might have been able to try something, but he doesn't have enough.
Rider, but he's got full wand. He's got arcane boots. Now in the side lanes, you do have to be careful, and this is where everybody has to eye up their HP bars. Make sure they have those raindrops completed, and currently, it's not looking too great. But I feel like Flea, yeah, well... that's just how that works. Gets the pop an Arcane Rune before he casts it as well, so gonna only be a 91-second timer on that Thunder Gods, but raindrop check.
And that's about as free a kill as you're gonna get. Right, Flea was already preoccupied with the support on support engagement as Velior gonna get himself picked off as well. Demon charges his way in. Took a lot of damage in the process, ET, but he lives. He gets back out. Samson was too low on health to try and punish it, so they walk away with the kill. And then in the bottom lane, Sunlight is in some trouble. Can he dodge? Kind of. It pulls him back in, though, using the snowball, but Flea is going to be here. They're going to try and go for the Inkswell stun, but the stun is less to reinitiate and more to just make sure Sunlight can actually back up. Might be coming up on the time where Samson decides staying in this lane isn't really worth it anymore and moves off into the jungle.
Oh, and look at this. Oh, Benj has just committed the ultimate, but Kits is coming. Oh, this is worst case scenario here. Demon's going to go down, but Benjaz, I don't know how much longer you have here, but Kits. Oh, no.
Is it enough? He's still on the move. Oh, PP's coming over to help, but at this point, they could just keep chasing. Yeah, PP's a little bit dangerous, but not that scary as they track down the kill. And as you said,
I don't know if they're going to have to commit it. They could just to be safe, but we'll see if an actual fight happens. This is also where TPing in from the Tusk, you could see them go for a play here, and they actually just straight up Seaflea coming in first. And well,
okay.
Well, that's your punish. And now they're trying to split up Wildcard, but do they want this engagement? The Tusk is now abandoning his lane, though, and he needs to find picks here. And Benjaz, okay, he's going to go down real quick, though. Mistake.
He thought he was stronger with the Exorcism, but the punch just takes him out immediately, and now Kara's in some trouble. Parker trying to get into position, but that overgrowth really keeps him at arm's length. Do they still want the fight? They're thinking about it, but not 100% sure. Kara, in the meantime, goes down, but Demon charges his way through. Valior will go down. Sunlight now in a little bit of trouble, but he does get the snowball off, allowing him to reposition. But that just means that they push onto Kits, locking him down. Do they have the means to actually finish him off? There's no tower to protect him. So PP just keeps on going. Now the Pulverize out from Demon, who I think hit level 6 in the middle of that engagement. It's a very timely level up for him, and Light was in the area. They're going to try it anyway. They do get the shards down. The overgrowth is going to be there.
Very nice.
Can they get the lasso? The punch is in, but he's able to jump away. Now he's got to play the guessing game here. Can he somehow keep himself alive? Demon charges in, trying to help. The lasso does actually land onto an illusion, but Parker is still in the middle of all the DOT, so didn't matter which one you hit up. You just had to get the damage on the ground, and Parker will fall. They're looking for revenge, though. There's the glimpse. Oh. Well, okay. Doesn't really matter. Thunder God's Wrath misses, but BP's still in position to find the kill, and with Demon charging into the tree line, that should not be allowed. He's pig-pulled while trampling, so just tears his way through the tree line. Valior dropping low, finished off, and slow. The Wildcard bringing their troops back around here, but they won't make it to the pit in time. Parker lays claim to the Aegis, and Sunlight, that's a very risky play. Yeah, Demon's going to move his way in. There's going to be the trample. Does he have Pulverize back up? No, he doesn't, so Valior is going to hit him up with the overgrowth, but that's overgrowth used, and Demon's got Pulverize up in one more second, but he's so low on health, yeah. He is just going to end up getting taken down. Kits, though, is looking for a lasso target. Benjaz with the Tumbler's Toy able to get away, but he does still find it. But at this point, his health is so far back and his BKB wore off. That was a bad idea. A very bad idea, and now it may cost him a little bit more. Valior is going to get run down. Sunlight trying to snowball his way onto PP, but even if he makes his connection, he doesn't have the damage to get the kill all by himself. He needs someone to be able to help him, but nobody's in the area. PP, though, does still end up dying to the illusion, because
the Dark Portrait. If they kill Flea, you know, then it all blows up in their face. As Kara, well, I don't know. He's not going down very quickly here. Yeah.
Thunder God's Wrath comes in, doing some big damage. Valior does manage to get off the overgrowth, but I don't know how much it's really going to matter. Kara does end up going down, but Flea will be traded. But they did get everyone else out of there, including Sunlight, who really did seem ET like he was kind of dead to rights there, but they're going to try and go in for a second attempt. Lasso onto Benjaz. He was able to drop the silence down, but with that BKB, Kits doesn't have to care, and well, that turns that into a much. So he's got the morph upgrade. He's going to look to take away some of those stats, presumably from the PL, but now, well, teamfight's breaking out, and that's some extended cast range there onto the PL. Kits really showing off that Aether Lens, but they still don't have the kill. Oh, that Heart of Tarrasque got delivered out to Parker, so he is somehow fighting his way through this, and they actually picked the wrong one. They jumped onto an illusion, so he's got a little bit more time. Will that be enough for the Doppel? Yes, it will. He is falling back, healing up, and at a certain point, if you're Wildcard, how far do you want to chase this? Do you overextend? Benjaz is able to pop his ult, but they're still chasing after Parker, but he's able to dodge out the snowball stun, moves away, Thunder God's Wrath comes through, Kits will fall, and now Parker says, I'm free enough to try and turn around. He gets onto Flea. He'll find that first kill. Velhor realizes, I cannot take that fight in the slightest. But once he realizes that, he's got to back away, which means Wildcard are entirely staggered. Sunlight falls, Samson dies.
We're only really, maybe 2k behind before, just slip down, and that advantage just gets given over to Ravens. And sure, no racks, no high ground breach. There's still more to play for in this game, but what a catastrophe. That's a free kill, though.
Yeah, Demon gets pulled back in, and okay. They find that pick, and as we pointed out at the start of that fight, Aether Lens doing a lot of work for Kits, but the key there, they need to hit a target that they know they can kill, like Kara. Gets hit up, gets taken down quickly, and well, your two supports are both caught out of position there, so Wildcard able to find some picks for themselves.
So defensive right now, and now they know something's up.
And now they jump in. Velhor's in some trouble, but Samson still gets onto the backline. They're looking for the kill on a PP. Can anybody protect him here? He is so low on HP. They need this kill. And Kits is going to be there to get the job done. But now they need more. Benjaz getting pulled away by the lasso. They're going to trap him up on the high ground, but the PL continues to charge his way forward. Looking to get onto Flea. Flea trying to TP out under the cover of his Inkswell, and that is going to be enough to survive. But Sunlight now jumps in. Samson pushing forward as well, but with Demon in the area, there's your Pulverize. They're going to lock down the Tusk. Parker, though, wants the Morphling, does not care about the Tusk. Can he actually get this kill, though? That's a long way to chase, and Parker decides it's not really worth the effort, but Benjaz needs a little bit of assistance. Snowball is onto him. Sunlight's going to get the Walrus Punch, but with those ghosts returning, Benjaz heals up. Sunlight, where do you go here? He's trying to make his way over to Kits, hoping that they can team up, but Parker is here as well, and Kits, it's time to go. He's going to look for the TP.
No.
Kara, though, gets the vision. Ooh. Where? There we go. He's got to actually buy the BKB. He does have it in hand now, but the push is coming. Exo is going to get popped. Tier 3 tower in some trouble. Kits already spotted. That's a problem. They have to be able to keep him safe. The Pulverize is going to delay his BKB. He does eventually get it off and gets the lasso, actually. Pulling Benjaz in. Benjaz, though, able to heal up with the Guardian Greaves. He does have a Lotus Orb that's able to reflect the silence, but it doesn't actually save his life. Benjaz will fall. No buyback available. And look at Parker, prowling on the back line, looking to see what he can find. He would love to take Flea out of the equation, get that Dark Portrait removed, but this is not easy for him. He is basically dove into the base. He's going to get clipped there on the outside by the Overgrowth, but there really wasn't a lot of follow-up. So now Velhor, yeah, pulled back in by the Glimpse. They're going to take him down. This fight is getting very strange, ET, but Parker is just the, well, the eye of the hurricane at this point. Everything around him is chaotic, but for PL himself, he knows exactly what he wants. That's not what he wants, though. Kara's going to get picked off. Static Storm was not used, so they're down one of their teamfight abilities, and they still do need to deal with the Dark Portrait.
Treated, you've decided to get the lanes going. As Kits, however, looking for a PP solo kill. He's going to try for it, but I don't know if he gets this, and I think this is a hard punish.
He used his BKB trying to get into the fight, so doesn't have it to save himself. PP gives him the tip afterwards, and that is a rough one for Wildcard. There is a buyback available on Kits at the moment, but so well, they had to wait a few moments. But with the Exo up, now they're going to push their way in. They've got one Flag Bearer creep in there, and that's going to allow them to get that damage. Parker, though, pushing all the way to the fountain. They'll take down Flea. Flea does have his buyback available, and now he's into the fountain. Sunlight needs some help. Somebody's got to be able to protect him.
No.
And Flea just bought back, but that just means I've got a new target, says Parker. He's pushing his way in, still has so many illusions here. He can continue to do this damage. They overgrowth in their own damn fountain to try and deal with him, ET. But Parker, okay, you kill him, but that's his first life. Now he can try to get away. And Demon's actually going to come in and help out. They've got the Static Storm thrown down as well, and that just kind of shows the power Parker has. I will say they could have been hitting the racks that entire time, but this is going to work just fine. Kits is in some trouble. Already dropped low. BKB not really doing a whole lot to save him, but he's not dead yet. Guardian Greaves heal him up, but Parker quickly fixes that. Kits gets taken down. Kara will trade his life, but at this point, Samson realizes he has to do pretty much all of this himself. His teammate tried to go in for the snowball, but that snowball is reflected by the Lotus, so Samson still does not have any backup here. They're going to drop the Nimbus on his head. Demon charges in with the onslaught, and Samson will fall. Buys back immediately, though, and they did manage to take out Benjaz, but ET, how the hell do they deal with the Phantom Lancer? Even with only one life to work with, Parker is just barreling his way forward, marching his way in, killing off anyone and everyone. And Wildcard, they just can't hold. Samson has to get all the way back into the fountain, but Parker, time for Fountain Dive version 2.0, and this time there's no overgrowth to lock him down.
Yeah, no, everybody's just dead. There is a Dark Portrait, though. Here comes Flea, and he blinks out of his own fountain because he needs help, but Kits is about to die back as well. At least he gets the trade onto PP, but it is a 2v4 now, and one where Sunlight is going to go down as well, and there's the GG. Oh, man.
Well, they made the ending fun, for sure, but in the end, Wildcard really just don't have an answer for the Phantom Lancer. They could get onto pretty much everyone else, but...